mark a steady rise in Georgia's economy. Once central to the former Soviet Union's development and manufacture of weapons, Georgia has recently resurfaced as a potential player in the world military industry, with active contracts in Russia, Turkey, Germany, and even has stated the need, especially in these times, for a reliable source of oil in the Middle East. Commerce Secretary Moore, on a visit to Azerbaijan this morning, noted the tiny nation's enormous potential for oil, calling on American investors to provide the necessary funds for tapping the reserves.
In many ways, a leader from a bygone era. His beliefs are very firmly founded in Georgian orthodoxy. His political standings more in line with the early 20th century.
Would you fault him then as a politician?
No, not at all. Kumbay Nikoladze is all politician. He's done wonders for the Georgian economy. A brilliant tactician. It's more a question of ethics.
And ethically speaking?
Well...
Echelon got a positive ID on your target from the morgue security cameras. A guy named Vyacheslav Grinko.
How do I find him?
By his license plate.
And if he's not with his car?
Then his driver will be. Grab him and make him talk. Don't be afraid to use force.
Who? Me?
Grimm's daughter just pulled up the schematics on the ministry. They've got a laser security grid online in the courtyard.
So I stay out of the courtyard.
Don't let them trigger any alarms at all. We still don't have any official approval from the Joint Chiefs for this operation, so one slip-up and it's mission over.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Nexus Gaming. We are on the Defense Ministry level of Splinter Cell. And yeah, you can... Oop, let's go this way. You can sneak past that guy pretty easily. You just kind of keep it slow. There's a camera here. Stick to the shadows. Of course. You can basically stay up in the stairwell. You can go into that corner. You can also hang out under the camera, and there's the doorway. Oop, spots down there. Oof. There's only two cameras there. There's the first one. Here's the second one. And, okay, good. And you're fine there. There's actually a couple secrets on this level that I'd love to do a video on. Okay, there's just a camera in here. That's good. I'll probably do a video at the end of the series going over the different secrets on various levels, and just pass some bottles that we'll want later. Can't see. There's a camera here, of course, you want to avoid, but there's a fire extinguisher which basically acts as a smoke grenade, so it's very useful on levels if you don't want to use your actual items. And here's the car we're looking for, 84KP214. Yeah, on the last level it gives you the license plate number in your notes, and it's like, why? You can't use it. So now we're going to sneak up on this guy and interrogate him.
What the hell?
I'm going to ask you some questions. When I think you're lying, I'll do this. Who do you work for?
Vyacheslav Grinko.
Tell me about him.
He used to be Spetsnaz. Now he's mercenary. He works for President Nikoladze.
Where do I find Grinko?
He's meeting Mass in the elevator by the courtyard.
Who's Mass?
Philippe Mass, some computer guy. He has access to Nikoladze's office.
What's this meeting about?
I don't know. I swear, it's gotta be something bad if Nikoladze is willing to see Grinko face to face.
I need you to understand that we never talked.
I understand.
Good. Convince me we never talked.
If anybody finds out, Grinko will murder me.
And you're frightened of Grinko.
God, yes! Please, don't hurt me. I'm just a driver.
I want to hear what Grinko and Mass talk about in that elevator.
I'll need to deactivate the courtyard laser grid to get in position.
Then do it.
Here's some bottles we can use. And there's a guard we have to deal with. I believe he's from that other level we were on where he's pacing back and forth. Like that.
The hell?
And you can either stick to the right or you can just stay put and he shouldn't see you either way. Over here is interesting. There's an elevator, and good, the camera's not facing us, so we go this way. Remember, there are 2 cameras in here. There we go. And you can go hang out. There we go. That was camera number 1, and here's camera number 2. Yep. I don't know if these cameras are synced. I need to check that sometime. And as for the secrets, there's actually one up in this stairway. There's another entrance in that first room. I'm gonna do this. Basically, if you max out your speed, and run through the door and into the shadow, it'll attract this guy's attention. Alternatively, you can walk up behind him and knock him out. The goal is to try and not do any knockouts or kills beyond what is required for the game. So he's gonna go check out the stairway. There's a camera right here. Wait until it points left. Can't speak.
Must have been nothing.
Turn the light off. There are 2 computers in here. Go ahead and grab the data sticks off of them. I believe one is just pointing out the laser grid, and then the other one requires the kernel. And PS2 version had a ventilation shaft, and I don't remember if it was over this desk here or this desk over here. But it basically gave you a different route from the PC and Xbox versions, which basically sent you into the freezer in the kitchen. And I know Ubisoft's working on a remake. I don't know what the status of anything is with Ubisoft or the remake, but it would be nice to see an alternative route be done. And we're gonna do this. And everyone hates the Colonel, but you have to call him.
I need a Colonel down here. We're trying to get through a retinal scanner.
I passed Colonel Kibashvili on my patrol. Want me to send him down?
God, no. I hate this guy. We'll find somebody else with the land.
This is an interesting spot here. And then I do not suggest going past this, I think it's a fridge, cooler, whatever this is.
I thought the kitchen was closed.
It's a special order for Colonel Kabashvili.
Ah, excellent. May I?
Please.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But yeah, basically they can't see you here. Wait until this guy opens the door and then go ahead and go. There we go. These guys don't see you for whatever reason. Don't know why. And kind of be speedy without being too fast, because you want to kind of go around him towards the fence, because he like turns to the left if you saw. There. Oh, thank you. Goggles didn't want to turn on. The door up there, that door is actually where the Colonel comes out. Ooh. Alright. And do be careful, because this guy is fairly easy to get. The problem is they both look back. And the issue is primarily with this guy back here. He won't see you go to the computer, but he will see you grab the guy. Which is dumb. I'm kind of risk it. This is a bad idea. Okay, whew, that was bad. The fact that he looked back. Oh, he didn't see me at least, so. I'm gonna come over here. Basically any spot is acceptable as long as it's dark enough. And just because I've had some weird luck, I had to redo this whole video because it got corrupted.
You've got an incoming Colonel, Fisher. Make the most of him. You'll need him conscious and cooperative if you want to unlock the retinal scanner sealing the door to the courtyard.
That's detailed intelligence.
Knowing everything is my job.
Oh, yeah, and I'm just hanging out back here. I'm just doing a couple of quick saves because I can kind of live with like a couple of minor mistakes. I'd rather not personally, but I've just had some weird issues with the game where some of the enemies will spot you even though you're perfectly fine. So. There we go. Okay, didn't actually need that save. That's fine. This is one of those moments where I'd rather just have it. This is the Colonel that everybody hates. Which is hilarious. Alright, thank you for your service. You are no longer needed. Good riddance. Now, you got a couple options here. You can either take out this camera, or you can just run past. The next section is the courtyard. Just run towards the bushes after the cutscene. There's some bushes down here, yeah. But there's... You have to go to the left, and then there's a set of bushes here.
The glass elevator's in motion.
Make with the laser, Mike Fisher. It's mission critical that we hear what Grinko and Mass say before they reach the top.
Yeah, nothing sees you, nothing hears you, you're fine. Just come here.
We had some difficulty with Blostein's ship. You can see fibers of muscle tissue still attached.
Nasty. Nasty.
You're in the wrong line of work to avoid getting gore on your hands.
Whatever Nikolads does in Azerbaijan is his own conscience's burden.
You are just a tool?
You're a tool. I'm the technology. I'm the cleanup man. All the blood's on yours and Nikolads' hands. I'm clean.
And it is?
It's what?
Clean.
Azerbaijan? Yeah, man. The operation's goddamn immaculate. Except for the files Nikolads insists on keeping on his own machine. You need to talk to that.
Sounds like we found the subdermals.
I get nervous when the bad guys start making blood jokes.
That conversation's going straight to the Joint Chiefs, and we're gonna need more.
Nikolads' computer.
You guessed it. Get inside his office and access that machine. Alarms aren't mission critical anymore. We're moving into Fifth Freedom territory.
Yeah, basically if you hang out in those in the corner of those two bushes, you're perfectly fine. Nothing's gonna hear you, nothing's gonna see you. And then you can just run past and get to the wall without issues. Because basically they'll get to you otherwise, and it's kind of a pain to deal with. Because they'll leave before you get a chance to get there. Wrong button. There we go. Ooh, that was luck. Just trying to hit control and I hit shift by accident. Okay, that guy's gone. Go slowly. Okay. Then we go up because that's where we want to go. One thing I absolutely love about the detail here is the fact that you can actually see the number on the pad change. It might be small. I know it's kind of small for me. I don't know if y'all can see it. That probably just made it worse, actually. There you go, top left corner. And we're on level 7. Now you can either pick the lock normally, or you can use the disposable pick. If you're not that skilled at the game, I suggest playing on easy and just keep picking the lock. And then you can test it on hard later. Get a data stick. I like to do this to help reorient myself from time to time. That way you don't slide off of an object. Okay. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, that is a very difficult shot to get. You just kind of have to aim really well. I can't really give you advice on what specifically to aim at for that, just because it's difficult, because a lot of times I'll get it and a lot of times I just don't. This next part is going to be very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save. Actually, probably should have done it on the window, but I'm going to do a quick save here. This guy basically you have one shot to actually get it, and of course there's glare. Aim right there. Yeah, sorry about this. There we go. Jesus, normally I get that.
Christ almighty.
What do you have?
Bad things. Keep transmitting. We need to see how far this goes.
What's going on?
Corpses, refugee camps. They've had commandos at work in Azerbaijan for weeks. How the hell did we miss this? Keep transmitting.
Basically just hang from the ledge and don't do anything.
All men to full alert! We have an intruder in Nikolaj's office! Wake up, you bastards! I want troops in there now! Grinko, sir. I've got 3 men about to breach Nikolaj's office.
Search the area.
Yeah, those 3 are actually hanging out in a break room on the same level. Could take these guys out in a firefight.
Fisher, we need the rest of the files from Nikolaj's computer. This stuff is going straight to the president. We might be headed for military action, and we're going to need airtight proof. That's the end of it. Thank God.
What exactly is going on?
You wouldn't believe the numbers. Nikolaj has been systematically murdering his way through Azerbaijan.
And we didn't know about it.
Nobody did.
What does he want?
You can watch the news later. Rendezvous with Junior Wilkes for extraction.
Alright, and that's
Nikolaj's office
the end of the
is
level.
there. We're heading for the rear gangway. I want an update. Why hasn't the intruder been caught yet? Do we have men on the real stairwell? About to breach the stairwell, sir.
There we go. And that's the elevator shaft, basically, through. Congrats, Wilkes. Thank you for that.
What the hell did you find in there, man? Lambert's flipping out big time.
What's he saying?
That we're going to war.
Alright, and that's the end of the level. And yep. I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.